The Lincoln Southeast Knights hope to be, again, one of the top programs in the city of Lincoln in 2024. Hi, Sean Callahan here with the HuskerOnline in-state tour as we take a closer look into the Knights as they had another playoff appearance a year ago, and head coach Ryan Gatula has high hopes again for next year's team.
Yeah, we, first of all, last season, really like how our guys responded. Didn't have an ideal start there, losing our first 2 games, but then won 6 of our last 7 in the regular season, and a lot of growth from a number of young players in our program. So I thought our group showed a lot of toughness as well, being able to fight back from an 0-2 start. But yeah, like I said, we have a lot of young kids that got some pretty valuable experience last year, and want to see that continued growth from them moving into next season.
And the Knights already have a couple of prospects in the class of 2025 garnering some Division I attention, led by edge Pierre Allen Jr., the son of former Husker defensive end Pierre Allen Sr.
Yeah, I think he's a really versatile player. I thought he got more physical, obviously, from his freshman year to last year, and playing where we ask him to play. That's really important. And so he's an explosive player. He's now a really physical player as well. And so we expect a lot out of Pierre as well. Probably going to have to give us some snaps on the offensive side of the ball, which we haven't asked him to do a lot to this point, but that's something he certainly has the ability to do.
I would probably say, like, the physical standpoint. Freshman year, I was only about 175, 6 foot. So I gained a few inches, gained a lot of weight, and stepped in early. Varsity freshman year, at the end of the season, I got a lot of snaps. And then sophomore year, I took on the full role as starting and getting bigger out there and be able to compete against big guys at an early age.
And at 6'2" and 210 pounds, Allen Jr. has a lot of versatility.
I see myself growing at least another inch, and then weight, I'm for sure trying to get that up. That's one of the goals for this offseason. I'm in basketball right now, so it's hard to do that, but season's going to be over in about few weeks, so that's going to be the goal in the next upcoming weeks.
Then at both the linebacker and running back positions, you've got Cash Buttenbach. He's the younger brother of current Husker baseball player Max Buttenbach, and his father, Ben, played football at Nebraska as well.
We asked him to do a lot of things for us. He was our leading tackler last year. He's going to carry the ball quite a bit for us as well, and probably play a number of special teams. And so just to, like you said, his toughness, he's got a high football IQ, and he's also a really good leader in our program. And so we expect a lot out of him, but he's a kid that expects a lot out of himself, so he'll be prepared for that.
Yeah, I think my biggest step this year was being a captain as a junior. I think that was pretty important to me, and just being the stereotypes. I'm only 5'11", and you see 6'2" backers, but I think I've beat those stereotypes, and just to continue and prove people wrong. That's how I feel I've grown.
And Buttenbach probably could be a baseball player as well at the next level, but right now his focus is on football.
I think kind of carrying on my dad and uncle's legacy. They both played at Nebraska, so just I'm a football guy. Yeah, I like hitting. That's what I want to do. Yep.
And Gatula touched on a few other names to watch in the class of 2025. You've got offensive lineman Dane Newman, who came in just under 6'3" and 295 pounds.
He had a great season last year as a junior. He's just a really tough physical football player is what you want out of that position on the offensive line. And yeah, he made a huge jump from his sophomore to junior year. So outstanding season for us, and we expect that again.
Then in the class of 2026, you've got Dallas Washington, a wide receiver who's 6 foot, 203 pounds. He's the son of former Husker Brian Washington.
Yeah, I thought Dallas really grew a lot as a player last year. The start of the season, he was playing a little more on the defensive side of the ball, and then he really settled in and became one of our top receivers throughout the year. And he's got big playability, certainly on the offensive side of the ball, and we'll still expect him to play some defense for us as well.
And then another talented all-around athlete is Nate Applegate in that class of 2026. He's the younger brother of former Husker Jake Applegate. He's 6'2", about 190, and projects at a number of different positions.
Yeah, great frame. Nate's kind of grown. He started out as more of a secondary player for us as a freshman, and just great frame, starting to fill out, and so he's moving closer to the football defensively. also just a really great athlete and can go make plays for you offensively as well. So excited about what he's going to do for us the next couple of years.
And then finally, you've got tight end Kaden Ward in the class of 2026. He's 6'3", and he's 210, and there's no doubt there's going to be some people watching him closely this season.
Yeah, Kaden is another guy that I thought showed a lot of growth last year. He played almost every snap for us at tight end as a sophomore. Saw some pretty talented defensive ends on the other side of him, and just grew as a player throughout the year. Always has the ability to catch the ball and run good routes, but he's become a really good blocker as well for us.
Reporting here with the Lincoln Southeast Knights at the in-state tour, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.